Okay, I want to move on quickly because I've got so many questions I want to ask you all to the budget. So while they were setting fire to Parliament, the budget was the main topic on the table. Now, the 2024 budget included, and this is just a very quick breakdown, financial support for 50,000 students, salary increases for 30,000 teachers, free textbooks for 231,000 students, reimbursements for medicines, economic aid, financial support for single mothers with multiple children, an increase in public spending, reduction in public debt. We hear this sort of every year from every government in every budget. They want to put the average salary up to €900 by the end of next year. I think it's around 600 or so at the moment. And investments will be focused on infrastructure, tourism, agriculture, and connectivity, and employment promotion as well. Now, this all sounds very well and good, but I want to focus on one thing, tourism. We've been here a similar amount of time. And when I first came here and I said, I live in Albania, people were like, where is that? Where is it? Now it's, I saw Albania in Vogue and I'm thinking of coming next summer. So things have changed a lot in terms of tourism for Albania. We saw 8 million tourists up until I think it was the end of September, which is huge. Is Albania ready for this? What's going to happen? Are we going to hit a dead wall? Are we going to screw up our chances? Are we going to get a bad reputation? Are we going to end up like parts of Croatia or Spain, which have just turned into drinking holes for British tourists? What's going to happen?
I think that if they get another season out of it, they'll be lucky. Mm-hmm. Literally another season. So the really, really simple litmus test. Go into TripAdvisor and look at Sunil and look at the star rating. If you looked at it 12 months ago, it was 5.5 top. It's now about 2 point something. And it's just rip off, dirty, rip off, dirty. The government or Eddie or whoever has done a very good marketing job to get people to come here, but it's not been communicated correctly because they're advertising it as a hidden haven with beauty.
The Maldives of Europe.
The Maldives of Europe, but cheap.
Yeah.
We, as a family, decided to go to Abu Dhabi for the summer because it was cheaper to go for 10 days in a 5-star hotel in Abu Dhabi than it was to go to the south of Albania.
Wow.
We got 10 days in a 5-star hotel there, much cheaper than it was to go to a hotel in the south of Albania. And that was including our flights and everything, and food and drinks and everything. And it was just the bare cost to go down south before I hired a car, before I fed my family.
Yeah,
it was cheaper to go to Abu Dhabi. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Absolutely ridiculous. The levels of service here are shocking in some of the hotels. There is no such thing as a 5-star hotel here.
But this is difficult because they're very short-staffed. Everyone is leaving. Also because it's a very seasonal, it's sort of 3 months at the moment, the tourist season. So, and what I've heard from employers is they can't find good people. If they do find good people, they leave. They're hesitant to invest in training because they'll just leave after 3 months or not come back or whatever. And this is a real issue for them. You know, they can't find the right people. They struggle to train them. Training in tourism, like in a professional way, is not seen as very prestigious here yet, you know, so this is, and I will defend them on that. But if you're coming from Western Europe, America, or whatever, it's going to annoy you.
I grew up in the tourist industry. My parents ran guest houses and self-catering. It was seasonal. We weren't rude to customers. The people that worked for mum and dad seasonally weren't rude to customers. We gave them good service because we know how to behave. There is no excuse. I think that's not the employees' fault. I think it's the employers' fault because they're making excuses why they're not investing. It's because they want to keep their profit margins high because they've got this mindset that's a 3-month thing. Look at the flight plans from all the different countries. These flights are running 12 months a year.
And I think we also come for other reasons other than beach.
Yes.
Like we travel for all sorts of reasons. We travel for hiking. We travel for food, and just being in a place that looks so vastly different, and I feel like there just isn't anything on offer. Like if you compare that to what you can do when you go on holiday abroad, there's trips every day taking you places from the hotel. You can go do diving here, you can do this there, and I just feel like every time we go, I mean, I do get bored pretty quickly, but I'm like 6 hours at the beach and then I'm like, can I go home please? Because I'm sort of finished. I'm sort of finished with it. Loud music, way too loud. I didn't come here to listen to this song for the 6th time this morning. And then I'm kind of like, oh God, like, what am I doing here? And it's a shame because I don't
It
know,
has so
had
much to
lovely,
offer.
yeah, we had lovely trips. Like we've been to Berat not that long ago with friends, and we had some amazing food. We ended up buying like jams and things to take back. We had some amazing wine, and that was really well done. And we were in a really nice place. And I don't know, I wish more people would get to experience that because
Yeah.
it tasted so good.
Not the cheap, fast sort of
No.
coastside tourism.